How's it going, guys? My name's Dice. Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys why kickoff is not 50-50, how to get a better kickoff, and just everything you need to know about kickoffs in general. Before we get straight into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on my recent videos. And I did get a supporter creator code DICERL, in your Rocket League item shop. If you send me a picture on Discord of you using my code when you purchase something, I'll watch one of your replays and analyze for free. But with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing, I'm just going to go straight into, I'm going to start pretty basic and then I'll go more advanced. So a lot of people don't know this, but it doesn't really matter which way you flip on the kickoff. So I'll do the left speed flip on every single kickoff, which looks like this. And what a lot of people don't know is that it doesn't matter what flip you use. A lot of people think you need to know the right speed flip, which I can't even do. I guess I can. But I only do the left speed flip, and the reason is because the only thing that matters on kickoff at a very basic level is being more centered than your opponent to the ball, and then how you flip, right? So if two players are centered exactly the same, that's when the ball will die, and it will be a dead ball when two players are pretty much at the exact same place on the ball. So that's what happens there. The second thing is that which direction you flip, right? So for example, if there's two people, one person is flipping this way to the right, I'm not actually going to hit it because it would move the ball, and then I flip to the right like this, then what would happen is I would lose that kickoff because he's flipping more towards the ball than I am. So the direction people are coming, that's the opposite way you want to flip, right? So if I'm going on the left, he's coming from the right, so I want to be flipping on, I want to dodge to the left, right? So it's like that for every kickoff except for these back kickoffs, where it doesn't really matter which way you flip. You could flip either way because you're both coming from a straight angle. You're both going to be straight behind the ball, so it doesn't matter which direction you dodge. Whereas if you're going on a corner kickoff, he's coming from the left, so you need to be flipping to the right. Another way of looking at it is flipping on the side that you're coming from, if the other way is too confusing. But yeah, that's a very basic level how to win kickoffs. Just to show you guys real quick, I'll go to a random replay. So he's actually very centered on this ball as well. But the reason why I won this, I'll slow it down. Okay, he's actually not very centered, but the reason why I won this is because he is on the left side here, and I'm flipping towards the right. Right, so it's the same thing with the diagonals. If they're coming from the opposite direction, you'll win and follow through with ball possession if you can flip on the opposite side. So I come out with ball possession here, and I can just shoot the open net. Next kickoff here. Okay, this is a corner. I know I flipped to the right there, but there's actually a bit of like knowledge here. So I could see by the way he flips, he's hooking the kickoff. Right, so he's coming on this edge here, which means if I flipped this direction, because he's closer to the left side of the ball, my right, his left, he would win this kickoff because he's more towards this side. So if I flip this way, he would have ball possession. So the reason I flip to the right is because I see that he's hooking and he's not centered with the ball. So I'll win the kickoff with probably a goal. It is a goal here, I can see on the timeline, just because of, you know, reading what he's going to do. And I'll show one more kickoff here. Let's see what I do here. Once again, he's hooking the ball so far that I guess I just read that. So like, it's kind of hard to see like in real time because the replay is a little bit buggy, but you can tell like at the end here from where he's jumping. So I'll slow it down right now. So he's here, and then he makes this minor movement you can't really see. He goes like this. You can't, I mean, you could see it better in the actual game, but I noticed this movement. I noticed he was going more towards the right of the ball, so I flipped to the left. Which normally I should flip to the right here if we're both centered, but because we weren't, then you kind of, like, 1v1 is just making like loads and loads of adjustments, right? So if I'm going here and I see that he's like on the edge over here, if I flip to the left, he'll win. So I need to flip to the right so I have more of my car going towards the right than he does, and I'll win the kickoff. It's a pretty, honestly, it's a pretty complicated concept if you guys want me to be honest. It's not very easy to explain, but that's basically the main idea for kickoffs. a lot of people think that there's going to be a different kickoff for 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3. There does hold some truth to that. So if you want, like, for 3v3 and 2v2, a lot of people will want like a back kickoff, and the best way to get a kickoff behind you is by hitting it with the edge of your car, right? So I'll put a replay, I'll put a clip of it here, but basically the idea is you want to go like that and hit it with just the edge of your car like this, and the idea is that it will go straight back. And that's also a good method you can do if there's like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock. All right, so I found a replay. This is me against Coconut. This is me you're watching right now. My teammate calls for back right, so you'll notice that I just, I'll slow it down for you guys as well once I get a bit closer. So we're here. And then I jump, I turn to the left so I can flip to the right, and then I just flip and it goes straight to my teammate every time, and this should be a goal, but kickoffs they're simple, but it can get very tricky the higher ranked you get. If you're under like Grand Champ and no one's doing like crazy like delayed kickoffs and stuff like that, you should be really fine with what I've told you so far. But I'm going to get a little bit more advanced into the wavedash kickoffs. Right, so I'm going to find a quick replay for you guys, and I'll cut when I find one. All right, so I found this really good example of the wavedash recovery kickoff that you'll see a lot of pros use and high ranked players use. And, I mean, you could just see it right here. This should be a goal. I don't know how I don't... Oh, I missed the open net. That's funny. But basically, in this kickoff, I'll show it one more time, actually. In this kickoff, you'll notice that the best way, you want to jump as late as possible so that you land first. Right? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, and then you can basically just recover, and you shouldn't really lose any kickoffs, like, in your net, like, ever. But you want to be jumping, like, right here and get the center of the ball, and then you'll have a flip, and you can do a lot of things with that flip. So yeah, that's basically Psycho. That's basically the main idea with the wave dash kickoffs. I think they're pretty simple, but a lot of people mess them up and they mess up their kickoff. A lot of it's just time and practice, kind of with any mechanic. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have in this video. That's all the kickoff strategies. You know how to do the back right now, the back left now. It's also important to note when you're going for the back right or back left, you want to be flipping to the right. So if I'm on the left, I want to flip to the left with the corner of my car. If I'm hitting the back right, I want to flip to the right. If I flip to the left, it would just, like if I want it to the back left and I hit it to the right, obviously it wouldn't go to the back left. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day or night.